Hello and welcome to the Madhouse everyone, Tridot here, and well, it's time to make a review of build 25 for Grim Dawn. So without further ado, let's just get into it and see the patch notes. Okay, so here we are. This is the official post by Zentai, and the build has gone live yesterday, which is 11th of May. And well, let's just take a look in here. We have major new features, which is basically, well, the focus of this build. So we got a faction system has been fully implemented, as you all saw. You may now visit faction quartermasters to purchase rewards earned for gaining reputation. Enemies will now spawn additional foes based on reputation. And we also have the bounty system now. Factions now offer bounties via their respective bounty tables to earn additional rewards and reputation. 145 bounty quests have been added to the game. Now that is a lot. It really is a lot. And a new set of items has been added, writs and mandates. You can use these items purchased from the quartermasters to boost reputation gain on the next difficulty and with your alternate characters. And each hostile faction now has a nemesis that can spawn to hunt you down in that faction's territory after you reach nemesis reputation status. Nemesis spawns are rare ultra bosses with powerful abilities, but also some of the best loot, including a high chance of rare blueprints. Additional nemesis spawn will be introduced in the future. Okay, so that was the major new features section. We also have improved art, improved animation. We got a little bit of bug fixes in tech, not huge, but little things, little improvements here and there. And let's go to the game now. This is going to be as well a pretty big one. Common and champion monsters no longer stop giving reputation past a certain reputation tier. So this is what I noticed, like in the first couple minutes. Instead, they now give a reduced amount as you approach nemesis and revered status. Increase the reputation change from killing bosses to 50 from minus 50 from minus 25. Okay, this makes bosses more valuable for reaching nemesis status. So again, it is easier to reach these breakthroughs for reputation. Many bosses and mini bosses now instantly regain some health when killing a player on veteran difficulty. That is a good change in my opinion. It is really good. I mean, you could just die, come back, and maybe set up a portal right next to the mob and you would just kill it within multiple tries. Now it actually gives you a sense of difficulty like this. Pierce ratio on weapons has been redesigned. The engine now tallies up all of the physical damage you would deal on an attack before percent damage is bonus, and then converts a portion of that to pierce damage. The values are then modified by percent damage bonuses. Before, the pierce ratio only accounted for the weapon's base damage. Again, a little bit, it is basically a redesign to pierce overall. They changed a lot of things that concern pierce. And what else do we have here? Probability to hit formula has been adjusted to reduce the impact of highly disparate offensive versus defensive ability values. This will allow characters with lower defensive ability values to survive better. Lore notes have been reorganized into new categories. That's good. We can now review them a lot better. Updated lore notes for Origin of the Slith pages 1-3. And well, that is basically it for the game. Now on itemization, you can see this huge list of things. Now, of course, I'm not going to talk about every single one of these, but the main thing is they changed some affixes, especially the offensive ability and defensive ability ones. They nerfed them again, not by a lot, but still, they kind of did. And well, we have massive component change. So if you are using components, I think it is pretty much guaranteed that some of your components are actually changed, and you might want to put other components into your items right now. For that, you will just have to read the list, and well, you would just read it for the components that interest you. You don't really have to read every single one of these, but some of them had levels. They were, for example, level 1, and then they made it to level 15, or they had some bonuses just dropped, removed, and some others added. So it's really interesting. You guys should actually read these component changes. And we are all the way down to class and skills. Again, not that big of a deal in here. The only thing that I have actually noticed is in here, dual blades flat pierce damage reduced. So Blade Master got hit again. Amarasta's quick cut increase % pierce damage bonus and reduced flat pierce damage. So yeah, most of us would consider that a little bit of a nerf. % weapon damage now scales up to 100 at max rank. So yeah, that's good. I mean, again, not much, not many changes. Demolitionist got a little bit of a buff. Quick Jack's energy cost reduction lowered. Now that is not good, meaning Quick Jack's is going to cost a little bit more to you, so you will need even more mana regen. And well, Agonizing Flames increased % chance at fire damage scaling with rank. That's good, because Agonizing Flames wasn't all that good in the past. Demon Fire increased % burning damage scaling with rank, and Blackwater Cocktail reduced energy cost scaling with rank and increased radius scaling. So again, not much in here, but there is one huge thing. Damage over time effects, poison, bleed, now stack with diminishing returns when applied through unique sources. For example, if you apply poison through Eye of Dreeg, then hit an enemy with a poisoned weapon, both will now deal damage, but the weaker damage over time will be reduced. The stacking ratio is as follows: 100%, 50%, 25%, and 12.5%, then 0%, with the most powerful dot dealing 100% damage, and each subsequently weaker dot dealing less. Now that is huge for damage over time builds. They can now stack up. Before this, damage over time would not stack up. It just wouldn't. For, say, you would use two bleeds, and well, they would not stack up. It would just take the most powerful one, and that would be it. But now they do. So it is pretty big if you want to play a damage over time build. I still do not recommend it. Most probably I will look into it and you know, give my feedback. So well, now that we saw these changes, let's go into the game and actually see what was implemented. Okay, so here we are in Devil's Crossing at the Quartermaster, and let's go and have a look at what he has. So basically, you get stuff at Friendly, you get stuff at Respected, then at Honored, and Revered. So at Friendly, you get this Slith Blood Tincture, and also this Stoneheart Oil. At Respected, we get these augments. This is Corpse Fiend Tentacle, rank 1. Rank 2 we are going to get in the Elite difficulty, which is not yet available. And we have Gazer's Eye, Slith Venom, and Boneback Spine. Also 2 blueprints, so you might be interested in these if you don't have them yet. I got Gunslingers and Devil's Cord. And at Honored you get a set of rares, which are actually pretty decent, some of them. For example, this one is pretty good, if your build would actually benefit from it. And then at Revered is where the big stuff comes. So let's take a look at these epics here. We have Devil's Wrath Seal, which is okay at the damage, attack speed, cast speed, and energy regen, as well as 7% damage reflected. Devil's War Seal, physical damage, health, defensive ability, health regen, which is 6 health regen is quite a bit, and bonus to all pets. That one kind of confuses me, but okay. Devil's Badge of Flame, fire, lightning damage, energy regen, casting speed, +2 to Blackwater Cocktail. Sounds pretty good if you're playing Blackwater Cocktail, honestly. Devil's Badge of Frost, this is cold, +% cold, frostburn, defensive ability, 8 armor, and +2 to dual blades. Now that, if that 8 armor there would have been offensive ability, and this one would be really good if you're playing Blade Master, dual blades, it would have been insane, but okay. And Devil's Badge of Venom, acid damage, poison damage, health, energy, offensive ability, and health regen. Looks okay-ish. And now we have these bad boys. Now these augments are actually pretty good, some of them. We have this Overseer's Gaze, Violet's Bite, Song of the Elements, Cairn's Hope, Survivor's Perseverance, and Survivor's Resilience, but also Survivor's Ingenuity. and this one looks pretty damn good. I mean, 10% total damage, offensive ability, defensive ability, although these values are pretty low, but on top of things, I think this one is going to be pretty good. And then we also have these Writ of Devil's Crossing and Mandate of Devil's Crossing. So basically what the Writ does is, well, what it says it does. Reputation gain increased by 20% with Devil's Crossing on Elite difficulty. Now Elite difficulty is not yet available to us, so we're just going to have to leave this one alone. This one is soulbound, so you cannot give it to anyone else. This is for this particular character. And then we have Mandate of Devil's Crossing, which is untradeable, but it can be placed in the transfer stash to use on other characters. And it will double reputation gain with Devil's Crossing on normal difficulty. If you want to check these mandates out and how you can actually give them away, check the previous video, I have explained it all there. And now let's go into Homestead and check what Homestead has to offer us. Alright, so we made it to the Quartermaster in Homestead. And let's check this guy out. We have at friendly, we have Courageous Tincture. Quite okay. And Dermapteran Oil, I think we can actually get this one as a drop. I'm not really sure, but it might not be the case. We have at Respected, we got 2 blueprints, same, but a little bit more augments in here. We have Potent Rain Color Powder. We got Rain Color Powder again. Okay, so this one is... why is this one potent? Okay, because this one is one-handed weapons, shields, and offhands, and this one is for two-handed weapons only. We have the potent one again with the same thing, the Dermapteran Chitin, and we got only the Dermapteran Chitin in here with armor, pierce resistance, reduction to stun. Stun reduction might be pretty good. Stone Tusk Hoof, physical damage, internal trauma. Now I know a few builds that use these, and another one for the one-hander. Potent Void Vine Powder, fire damage, chaos damage, and one-handed version as well in here. Now on Honored, again, just a full set of rares. You might find something useful in here, so you know, this one looks pretty good, honestly. So let's check Revered. Let's go for the epics here. We have Harvest Blade Seal, pierce damage, percent cold, cunning, attack speed, armor. Okay-ish. Solar Channeling Stone, fire percent burn, cunning +2 to fire strike. Well, that +2 to fire strike might be useful. Harvester Stone, internal trauma, bleeding, +2 to blade arc. Oh my god. Physique, health, defensive ability. This one's pretty good already. I mean, for blade arc, this one is going to be kind of best in slot for now. Thundering Gem, and we got lightning, 4% crit damage. Now this is one of, still people have not been dabbling into crit just yet. Physical damage, lightning damage, and health regen per second. And we have the last one, Harvest Venom Seal, poison, acid, poison, health, energy regen, and poison retaliation. Okay, so some of these are okay. And again, we got some more weapon augments. Stun reduction, physique, armor. This one is the one-handed version. I don't know why, because I guess that you can put one into your one-handed weapon and then again one into the shield. So basically, the rewards don't really pay off. I mean, this is not double. It should be close to double, but it's not really that. So you would get a little boost by playing one-handed. We have solar radiance, fire damage, okay. And Nature's Harvest, poison, and +10% damage to humans. That is interesting. We also have the mandates and the writs as well. So let's go and check another one of our factions, which is actually just down here. But well, they are not really quite implemented yet, not fully. So we have the Black Legion, okay. Blade Ward Tincture in here. Pierce 100% piercing retaliation. That's good. That's just good. And Heartseeker Oil. Again, this one is pretty damn good. Pierce damage, offensive ability. Now this already sounds cool. What do we have here? 2 relics. Now this one I don't really have. Legion belt. And again for weapons, it seems. We have Ether Dust, Ether damage, okay. Black Steel Powder, physical and fire. Now that is something this character would use. We have Void Beast Powder, Chaos and 8%. Wow, 8% leech, that's pretty damn good. And Manticore Venom that we actually already got. On to Honored we go with another set of rares. And well, they seem to have a lot of weapons. They really like their weapons. Now this one looks pretty okay. Again, you might find something useful. Let's go to the big stuff here. Revered. Legion Conjuration Seal. Total damage. Physique. Casting speed. Bonus to all pets. That bonus to all pets sounds juicy. Legion War Seal. Physical damage. Internal trauma. Bleeding. Health. Okay. That sounds pretty good. Pierce damage. Pierce percent damage. Percent bleeding damage. Offensive casting speed plus to the Phantasmal Blades. Wow. This is like a dream for Phantasmal Blades. Casting, offensive, pierce, bleed. Yes, good. And Mark of the Void, plus to the Summon Hellhound. Add juicy bonus to all pets. Oh my god, this is a must-have for summoners, I would think. And Mark of the Spellweaver. Ether damage, elemental damage. That elemental damage pretty high, 30%. Energy, offensive ability, and plus 2 to the replicating missile. Replicating missile is not that used right now, but might be. Okay, weapons again. Essence of Chthon, vitality damage, chaos damage. Okay. Etherstone powder, lightning damage, ether damage. Oleron's fervor, okay. Physical bleeding, 5% chance of plus 50% total damage. Sounds good. Creed's Cunning, elemental damage, offensive ability and energy regen. Not bad. And Ulgrim's Guile. Pierce damage, cold damage, offensive ability. That sounds something like for a Phantasmal Blades character. So now we finished with the Black Legion. Let's go and check what the rovers have. Okay, this is the rover camp in Old Arcadia, and this is the Quartermaster, so let's go check them as they are the last ones. Okay, Wrath of the Beast Tincture. 10-second duration, only 10-second duration with 60-second skill recharge. Interesting there. And the bonus to all pets is absolutely insane, so if you would face a boss, you should pop one of these. And if you're playing a summoner, definitely. And Rawari Oil. 30-second duration. Not bad. Let's go into Respected here. So weapons again, Cold and Frostburn. Health, this is just health and health regen. Vitality damage, bonus damage to undead. These guys really hate the undead. Stormtail Viper. What is this? Physical damage and lightning damage? Okay. So we stopped at weapons there. This one is for rings and amulets. Again, rings and amulets here. Acid, poison, vitality, chaos, and elemental damage with energy regen. Okay. I actually want this one because I don't have it, as well as these. So I don't think anyone has this. You can see the Rawari Spellweaver Codex. So yeah, these are basically unique for this particular faction. Again, a new set of items. It seems they have caster weapons. Vitality, bonus to all pets. Ooh, interesting, that one. But let's get to Revered. So what do we have here? Wrath Seal. Ether damage, elemental damage, energy, ether resistance, elemental resistance. Kinda bad. Life Caller. Ooh, vitality, energy, offensive. The bonus to all pets is sweet. Godstone. Physical, crit, physical percent, health, attack speed +2 cadence. Pretty good. Rancor. Acid Poison, offensive, casting speed +2 to Dreek's Evil Eye. Pretty good. And the Void Seal. Chaos, Scarce Percentage, Leech, offensive, energy regen, and +4 attack speed. Kinda good. Kinda like the rovers. Okay, what do we have here? Spirit of Vengeance. This one is for rings and amulets. Vitality, retaliation, and yeah, not more retaliation. Nature's Wrath. Acid Poison, offensive. Rowan's Resolve. Physical, defensive, total retaliation damage. Is this the first time I have seen total retaliation? I'm not sure. Winter's Chill. Cold Frostburn. 1% chance to freeze target. Oh yeah, that 1%. Breath of Life. This is pretty good. Vitality resistance, leech, health. Sounds pretty good. For hardcore, that is. Traveler's Boon. Ooh! Movement speed. Armor, resist entrapment, duration, slow duration. I'm kind of disappointed at that +2, but I guess in later difficulties it's going to go up to 6, maybe. Mogdragon's Sanctity. Health regen, elemental resist, 5 less damage from beasts. And Rowan's Wisdom, elemental damage, spirit, energy, 2% casting speed. Okay, so we just reviewed all of them. And well, I just sold these. I didn't want to sell them. No, I cannot buy them back. Well, I'll just buy them again. And well, with this we are basically concluding this review of build 25. It's been a really cool build that just came out, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm going to post more guides of build 25 as I am progressing through these reputations. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys are enjoying the game, because that is what matters. The developers are trying really hard to please us, and I think they did a good job with this build. So I thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for more, and I shall see you all next time.